Okay, I'm gonna film this looking towards the ground. I'm sure some of you are gonna figure out where I'm at. But I just realized I was riding the ADX, and this girl that's a really crazy person, she was riding the ADX. This is the 940 going towards Mount Vernon from Bellingham. It's Thursday, I believe it's the 22nd or the 23rd or so, but it's Thursday today. So whatever it is, the 2025, just to document that. So she had this big ass gallon jug thing, and she was saying that it was for diarrhea, and that she was sitting there drinking whole entire cups full of it, and trying to lose weight that way, right? She's obviously she's the type of person that would be friends with she'd be friends with the type of people that are in Lincoln Square, subsidized housing, just the super mentally ill, meth using sort of trash, right? Okay, so there was someone that was supposedly kind of like that, who was around Evolve in Village Books. There was supposedly, and I have seen her in Village Books, actually. I've seen her come to Village Books. And wondered why she would be in Village Books, because it doesn't make sense why she would be there. Because she's like homeless mega trash. We're not talking like my type of homeless, we're talking like Lincoln Square type of people, right? So she had this big jug of what looks like water. It's completely clear and looks like water. And she was talking about how it was making her sick or whatever. And like the lady that was sitting next to her was the lady that on the bus was the lady that she had been around homeless feeds and stuff, but she's not homeless, and she had come up to me a few times and tried to act like she was some special person. I don't know how to describe her. I'd probably have to take a picture of her sometime. But she's a very extremely suspicious character as well. And so anyway, this jug, I just realized after I got off the bus, and I should have taken pictures of her. This jug is the same thing I've seen in Evolve, in the restaurant. So people are trying to say Evolve got shut down because of some staff issues. But they more than likely got shut down because they were pouring this stuff from this crazy person into people's drinks. Like, I'm just gonna come out and say it. And that probably includes mine. I was probably the target. Okay. I was probably highly likely the target of that. Because I was the one getting sick all the time. I get super sick after drinking stuff there. And I'm pretty sure I have some posts. Like, I know that I took down a lot of my posts that I would say that kind of stuff, because I felt people would attack me and act like I'm mentally ill if I say that. But it kept happening over and over again, and it kept happening at other places too. So anyway, she just walked off with that jug. And it kind of looked like a bleach jug or something like that. It looked like a medical, something that would be in a hospital. It looked like something that would have, like, it was like a gallon jug though. And it was kind of squarish rectangle, on the bottom, and then like more of a neck on the top. And she had some of those square wipes that you wipe yourself with at the hospital to do urine tests. She had some of those kind of hanging from the, like it's still inside the wrapper. You know how it's like one, and you tear them off? She had some of those just kind of hanging from the handle. But anyway, Evolve had a jug of stuff like that in their area where they make things. At one point, because I had seen it. Notice that science vehicle just drove up here. It didn't look like it went into their unit and drove away. So that was kind of weird. My stuff is sitting in my hallway, so I have to go. Because I was actually headed to the bathroom and gonna run back up. So she's probably getting rid of evidence when it comes to that. There was a black dude that was talking to her that's dressed like a woman, saying that she needed Adderall instead in order to lose weight. He was saying something about Adderall XR, and that felt kind of set up. Like the conversation was kind of set up sounding, but I'm not entirely sure. It was a conversation at the bus station. And the two ladies that were together on the ADX sounded like they were completely set up together. And I think I've seen them set up together. And then the lady behind me was questionable as to whether or not was the housing lady that I'm supposed to have a restraining order against. I didn't see her until just before I got off the bus. She sat behind me because they're acting like they're stalking me. And if that was her, if that does turn out to be her, because I don't know. I don't know what she looks like. So it's kind of really hard to figure out who the hell she is, because I swear it feels like there's 2 or 3 different ladies that I can't tell who they are that are stalking me, and one of them has stalked me all the way to Port Townsend on the buses, even though these people have driver's licenses. They look like they have driver's licenses, and I'm sure the housing authority person wouldn't be riding the bus unless she was trying to set me up. So I'm like, I can't figure out what's going on there. And I didn't see her I didn't look behind me until I was like, we were 2 or 3 minutes to where I was going. So I couldn't tell if that was her stalking me, or and like I said, if it was, that just means that she was involved in poisoning me, is what that means. But I think that the one girl that I was describing, she has curly hair that looks kind of fake curly. she talks about having an Italian crest and how she met people in Italy. Oh, you know what? Wow, I just realized something. That one neighbor lady was talking about how I went to Italy with people, and I just kept on being like, what are you talking about? That's interesting. Because that one black lady that's a neighbor, I can only describe her as a black lady, so I know exactly who I'm talking about later. She's the neighbor. She lives in the clock tower condos. She was saying that she was joking about how I had been going to Italy, and I couldn't figure out what the hell she was talking about because I hadn't left the country. I couldn't figure out what the joke was. She kept on acting like I should know what the joke was, and I'm like, I have no freaking clue what the joke is here. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but like, this girl that's crazy, I've heard her say shit a few times now where she belongs to the royal family of Italy or whatever, or her background is the royal family of Italy. Which I'm sure it's a lie. I'm completely positive it's a lie. I mean, it could be, but yeah, right. So, anyway, that's kind of interesting because that kind of points to me being poisoned by the evolved people. Yeah, I needed to say something though, so yeah, I gotta get back up to my stuff. I was gonna try to pee and go right back up, and I left my stuff for too long.